What is going on, Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing? I am Blaine Upton, your Southern Director, here to do the captain's meeting for Queen City South Event 1 for 2024. Santee Cooper, presented by Two Yang Properties. Very excited to get on this one. First time starting the year out myself. Very pumped up for that. 10th year for Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing here in the beautiful Carolinas. So we are really excited to get this season started. So this is the second year of the Boondock Southern Division. I've been pumped to bring the second year to everybody, as I was pumped to bring the first one. It's also year 2 of the West, and we're very excited for that as well. The divisions have been pretty successful, and I've been really happy with turnouts and everything like that. So from there, this is my second year as the Southern Director. The first year went really well. We built, kind of a club based in the Carolinas, or added to a club that was already based in the Carolinas, but specifically South Carolina. We visited 4 very amazing lakes, 1 multi-lake event, so we technically visited 5 or 6. And it, like I said, it was very successful. We very much enjoyed that. So I'm excited to bring another year of this to you guys. We are going to experience some different conditions on Santee this week. We've got some very cold, muddy water. I've drive over the Broad and Saluda rivers every day on the way to work. Both of them are chocolate milk, which means all that's getting pushed down to Santee. So one thing to keep aware of. So we've got lots going on tonight. I've got 3 really special guests here tonight, including, Jesse Surratt of Destination Clarendon. I've got Two Yang with Two Yang Properties, and I've got Chad Walden, very, very, very accomplished angler of Santee in the wintertime. So we'll get into it. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. So we're going to get after it here. I'm going to bring Two Yang in here first. He is our event sponsor with Two Yang Properties. Two, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. Turn your phone sideways for me if you would.
Oh,
There it
okay.
is.
There you
Boom.
go.
So, who are you?
All right. So, of course, I'm Tu Yang with Ting Properties. I'm a realtor that serve the upstate of South Carolina. And of course, the upstate, what is that? That's really the whole I-85 corridor, from pretty much from Gaffney all the way down to Anderson to Westminster up to Kiwi, all the upstate of South Carolina. Of course, I thought about this the other day. I haven't really made much weigh-ins just the way I fish. So I really haven't personally met a lot of you guys. But yeah, so I'll try this year definitely for sure to kind of make the weigh-ins. But just the way I fish, I fish to the very last minute, and
Long runs.
I'm
Long
probably
runs.
like 10 miles away. So it's like there's no chance I'll make it. So, but we'll see. I'll try to change it up and try to meet everybody.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah. Well, I hope you do make more, and we really appreciate you helping with this event. Are you fishing this event?
Yes. I'm actually here at the campground now, just kind of chilling with the family, and hopefully, I mean, I can't pass up Santee, no matter how horrible it is, but it's always rewarding at the end. It's just kind of one of those surprises, you just like you never know what's on the other line of that line when you hook
Right.
up on something. Could be a big old striper, big old catfish, big old bass, big old mudfish.
Yep.
It's something. And
Jurassic
so
Park, dude. Jurassic Park.
yeah,
It gets
yeah,
everybody like that, and that's it. There's nothing. I wouldn't say deflating because it is exciting at the same time. Setting the hook on what you think's a 10 pounder and pulling up a 10 pound mudfish. It is not exactly the most pleasant thing, but it's a good fight.
yeah,
Get a little bit of action for the day. So, man,
yeah,
well, we
yeah.
really appreciate you heading up this event. This is your second year as a sponsor with us, and we appreciate you coming back. If anybody in the stream is looking for a realtor in the I-85 corridor, this is your man. This is a sponsor of the club. This is your contact. So anything you need help with out in that region, that's your guy. So y'all be sure to hit two up and take advantage of his services and thank him for being a sponsor. So
Yes,
again,
sir.
well,
Hey,
man,
thank you guys.
yeah, good luck to you. I hope you absolutely whack them. I hope I judge 420 inches from you all over again, just like Lake Murray
Me
last year.
too.
Yep.
Me too.
Yep. But we'll get after it, bud. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule and introducing yourself to those who don't already know you. And hopefully they get to meet you more at weigh-ins this year.
Yeah, definitely. I'll try to make it there.
All right. Sounds good, bud. I hope you have a wonderful night.
All right, you too. You guys see.
So next person I'm bringing in here is going to be Jesse Surratt. He is our contact with Destination Clarendon, and he is our venue provider. He does so much behind the scenes to help make every Santee event we have, whether it be on the main series, any divisional series. This guy busts his butt to try and help make it just a very successful event. So, as always, Jesse, pleasure having you, brother. How are you doing?
Hey Blaine, I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here. I was kind of doing the math in my head when you said every event, and I think if I'm going on right, this is my fifth time working with Queen City for an event down here. You know, we've hosted the main series when you guys open up the Southern Division. It was a no brainer bring you down here. So, like you said earlier too, it's a kind of a different time frame. You know, we've done the hot and heavy times right there, March and April when
Yep.
things are smacking. We've done some fall tournaments, but this is kind of early, pretty
Yeah.
slow on, a little something different. So
A little
excited
chilly
to
and
offer
muddy.
new experience. So
Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. So, from
absolutely.
what you've seen of the lake, you're our local
Right.
contact. When's the
Right.
last time you saw the lake? What's it look like?
You mentioned earlier, the water. Obviously, it's a little bit darker this time of year, this particular season for whatever reason. Things are kind of flooding in. You're gonna have to get creative, get the bait right there in front of the fish's mouth. But I've heard some good things, man. As always, I've heard. You can get out there and you can whack them, but that's all about finding them, hitting them in the right place. The most important thing I tell everybody is practice doesn't matter. You can have the worst practice or the best practice, but come tournament day, that's when it really turns on. So I hope that happens for everybody else out there for sure.
Yeah, and that's it, man. I do too. It would be best for everybody to absolutely whack them, but we'll see what happens for sure. I mean, this time of year can be feast or famine, as Santee always is. So I'm very
Absolutely.
interested to see what happens and interested to see who gets into them.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
man, so obviously we've gotten through the who you are and kind of what you do.
Yeah.
So what do you actually do for Destination Clarendon? What is your position? Go ahead and go through all that for those that don't already know you as many.
Absolutely. So like I said, my name's Jesse Surratt. I had the pleasure of serving as the Director of Tourism for the Clarendon County Chamber of Commerce. We are the Destination Clarendon arm for the county. We work a lot with all sorts of organizations from historic groups to tour groups to, guys like you out here on the water. That's obviously our biggest asset. Lake Marion, 110,000 acres, Lake Moultrie, 60,000 acres, Santee Cooper Lakes, over 170,000 acres of water. So, big lakes, big fish. Hopefully, we will have some good times. But like I said, it's been a blast to work with you guys. Always love to bring you into town. And whether it's your first time or you fish for us, you fish down here with us, plenty of other times. You never know what you're going to get. So, every time's a new experience. So,
That's it. That's it. I couldn't have put it better myself. Well,
absolutely.
man, as always, we appreciate all the work you do. We appreciate you making this event what it is. We
Yeah.
appreciate everything that you do with Destination Clarendon and y'all as a whole for bringing us down there and treating us so well. So thank you so much. And man,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you Saturday. I'm going to shoot you a text when I'm on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more thing before I head out, Vinny asked me to cover this. You talked about it being a bit of a different time frame a year.
Oh, OB.
He dropped something in the Facebook chat for you guys
Mm-hmm.
for this event. If you don't already know, you're going to want to make yourself aware of the National Wildlife Refuge areas on the lake. There are certain areas that are off limits. Like I mentioned, Vinny went ahead and put that map online on the group chat. There is if you go on their website, Santee National Wildlife Refuge, you can find under their fishing tab. It's got a PDF version of this. There's a little agreement there, and then it outlines on the map kind of where you can and can't go. It's hard to see right now, but the good news is those areas are posted. And like I said, the map, you can find it on your version and get a good general area. There are no places where you can ramp into those areas. You kind of have to, ramp in and then go across. So it's not going to be a situation where you put in a ramp and you're automatically out of bounds. As long as you're using most of the public ramps, you would have to travel into those waters. So just keep your eyes up for those signs. Make sure that's something that you're looking out for, because we don't want somebody to catch a hammer and then it'd be DQ because
And that's it. And not only that, I mean, that's it. It's not something that we're making out of bounds. This is the law, man.
Right.
Like, that's
This is a
DNR
law.
can ticket you for just being in there. So
this is a National Wildlife Refuge, South Carolina DNR. This is people a whole lot bigger than me. Like I said, the fortunate fact is we're not on a lake where it's 50,000 acres and 10,000 of it is off limits. You've got 170,000 acres of fishable water. So hopefully you find yourself in a place that's not off limits. You got a chance to catch some big ones. You get them submitted on time. We see you at the weigh-in and you're holding up a big trophy. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're up to date on that, because that is the only trick about these, early events. But other than that, man, get out there and stick them.
No doubt. Another thing, if anybody cares to know, Bates Landing, I got a picture today. The road to Bates Landing is still flooded. So if you go out there, you better have a very, very tall truck. Let's just leave it at that. I ain't talking about a lift kit. I'm talking about a monster truck.
Right.
Yeah. So that landing might as well. I mean, it's not off limits if you can get to it, but I'll tell you right now, you're going to struggle. So I just want to make that known as well. Well, Jesse, as always, man, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
Until Saturday, sir, when I see you in person at the weigh-in.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all there.
Have a good rest of your week.
Y'all too. Be safe.
Yes, sir. We love those guys, man. They are always here to help Queen City make the best events that we possibly can, especially the weigh-ins. The venue's always awesome. The seating's always set up. He helps with everything. We really do appreciate them. So while you're in Clarendon County, make sure you visit local businesses and support those who support us. So lastly, I'm going to bring on here a man who needs no introduction, as I wrote on my sheet. The man needs no intro. The man needs no intro. He came in here last year, won the Hobie BOS on Santee. Colder months, at least in the middle of a cold front. So this man knows something about cold water Santee bass. I'm going to bring on Chad Walden, a.k.a. Big Dummy. What's up, brother?
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Hey, it's good seeing Jesse on there and two for the sponsorship. So thank both of y'all guys.
Yep.
So
as always,
how are you, buddy?
I'm pumped up, man. Pumped up for Saturday. Let's go, dude. Back to Santee. On hat and everything on. You look ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right. So
I'm actually not ready because I went and practiced and got my teeth kicked in on Wednesday. So it was Wednesday. Yesterday. I went for about 2 hours. I drove 2 hours down, fished for about 2 hours, and then drove 2 hours back. So
unfortunately, you're not the only one having a little bit of trouble in practice, but I think all that means is that everybody needs to get into the
No, I think Saturday's going to be lights out. I think you're going to see a lot more fish than people are used to catching at Santee, because the mud is no longer fresh mud.
Yeah.
It's a warming mud, and so I think people are going to really be surprised when they get down there, and they're going to catch. You'll probably see a couple guys with a couple 5-pounders and probably their personal best, and you're going to see a lot of fish caught. We got a warming trend tomorrow. It's going to be 66 high tomorrow, and then we looking at Saturday into the low 60s. but it's still going to be through the night of Friday night. It's only supposed to get down to 40. So
Yeah,
so we're not below freezing on Saturday morning. So it may be lights out Saturday.
that's it,
So
man. All it takes is the right person finding the right bite. That muddy,
Yeah.
silty water will push them up shallow. I mean,
Oh.
dirt shallow, especially at
Dirt
that
shallow.
place. And,
They're
you
dirt
know, some of those shallow water guys may actually excel when they don't think they're going to. So
I
I'm
think
excited to see what happens personally.
I think you're going to see some different names on the leaderboards, and you're going to have some guys that probably didn't think they could come down there and crush it at Santee that's going to crush it. So
Absolutely
I'm real
fair.
interested to see it, man. I'm excited to see it and the season starting, and this is going to be fun, man. I'm excited. So
That's
I'm
it.
going
And
at
we
a
kick it off with a South event. What better? Like, let's
yeah,
go.
absolutely,
Let's
absolutely.
go.
And I checked the numbers. You're at 47. We need 3 more to hit that 50, and I think we can get it because Friday rush. Everybody gets
Oh,
paid. Wants to
man.
come on.
That's
But
it.
I know people are practicing. I know people that practiced last weekend. I know some guys that really called them last weekend.
Yeah.
So they're out there, and they are. I think you're going to catch some heavy fish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got
Big fat pre-spawners, man. You gotta love
big
it.
fat
So,
pre-spawners, full of eggs, full of excitement.
that's
So
it. I've seen some familiar faces today. It's been very nice. Saw Mr. William Queen, saw
Yeah.
Mr. Mike Hicks.
oh yeah,
Now I get to see you. Saw Vinny today. I get the
That's
whole
right.
Queen City treatment without even being at weigh-in yet. So
Heck yeah.
super
So,
exciting, man. I'm glad to see everybody's getting pumped up for the first one of the year. Are you fishing?
I
You
am
working?
fishing. I'm fishing. I'm signed up. I'm ready to go.
Go.
So I'm gonna drive down Saturday morning and fish. I'm gonna come to the weigh-in and make sure we got everything going right and looking good and helping you out if you need anything. So I'll be there, be your whipping post. So if you need my help, I'm here for you. So that's what I'm gonna try to. I
As
might even
always.
get off the water a little early just to help you out. So
As always, I appreciate
but
you.
I plan on having 90 inches before before
Yeah,
9
before
o'clock.
noon. Yeah, that's what it is.
I know. If it's
man.
like it was, I'll be skunked at noon. So
Yeah, it's about to say smarty. Well, man,
Nah, man,
we appreciate you coming on and giving your spiel as always, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not gonna pry for tons of information because
No,
we did
I
bring
mean you
you
can
on here
ask.
as
I think it's going to be caught on any way anybody wants to catch it. You can go from shaky head to wacky worm to Texas rig to spinner bait to chatter bait to rattle trap. I mean anything you want. I think you can even throw in some some wake baits and some glide baits, and I think if you go out there and you just go put something in your hand and stick it in there all day, you're gonna catch a fish.
dude,
I
that's
think the
super
guy
exciting. That's my favorite thing about Santee.
yeah, you can flip. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's going to be sunny, so they're going to be tucked to the trees. They're going to be tucked to cover. So find targets. It's not like a cloudy day at Santee when you don't know where they're at and they're just roaming. But I think that sun's going to come out, and I think that 12 o'clock bite. I think you're going to see a big fury for the guys who are big discouraged at 12 o'clock. I think that from like 12:30, 1 o'clock till lines out, you're going to see a fury of fish come in. And I really think with the weather like it is, I think that there's going to be some people that do if they fish the whole day and stick it out, they're going to be very surprised at the end of the day how much they're going to catch.
And that's it. That's the beauty of a wintertime tournament, man. You bring these guys in, and then, whereas usually noon the bite cuts off in the summer and spring months, we usually get that lull. It's the opposite. Yeah. You get that warming trend, and right around the late afternoon, everything gets hot. Like lines
everything's
out.
warm, and fish are going, ooh, hey, I'm hungry.
That's it. That last hour is always, for the judges during the wintertime, man. It's always constant. So
yeah, that's right. That's right. So, it's going to be constant. It lines out for you when people are racing to find service. So remember that when you're at Santee, that make sure you know how far away your service is, because if you got a good bag, you need to make sure you get there before. When is the cutoff for the pictures?
Cutoff for pictures, last submissions 3:44:59.
3:44:59. So make sure you can get somewhere, because I think Vinny almost screwed up last year and didn't find service. I think he should have got several speeding tickets trying to get the service to get his
So hey, it ain't about the legality on the roads. It's about the legality and the tournament rules.
I came out of my boat ramp sideways. You can ask a couple guys that were there trying to get to where I could find somebody's Wi-Fi to get service, because I had none all day.
That's it. You start knocking on people's doors. Hey,
I went to a restaurant that was closed and banged on their back door because they were there cleaning and begged for their Wi-Fi. Luckily, I knew their friends of the family, so I knew them. So
you guys need to let me in here right now.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need to come in. Just give me your Wi-Fi. I'll sit right here at the back door on the ground.
That is too funny. Too funny. Well, dude, as always, we appreciate you being on
Yes,
here. Until Saturday, I hope I see you weigh in.
Oh, you're gonna see me weigh. I'm gonna come to weigh in. I already told my wife, and she said go help. She said go help Blaine. I said all right. And so I'm
Awesome.
there
That's
trying to
what I'm
help you out.
talking about.
If you need anything, you may not need no help, but if you need it, I'm here for you, buddy.
Hey, man, that's it. I appreciate you so much. Well,
Yes,
I
sir.
hope
You
you
have
have
a
a
good
good
one,
night, buddy. Tell
Yes, sir.
Story and the wife I said hello.
I'll do it, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Bye.
So there's your angler insight on what this weekend may hold. I know we're going to have some water. I know we're going to have some cold water. I drive, once again, over the Broad and Saluda every day on the way to work. The Saluda is a beautiful crystal clear green. The Broad is literally mud red. Those form the Congaree. That goes down to Santee. So you've got some muddy water headed your way. River's very full. The Broad's very full. And it's, like I said, very, very red. So that's headed down to Santee, so y'all keep that in mind. So we'll run over the tournament info real quick. Jesse just went over the off limits. Definitely go onto the Facebook page, check that off limits map. Cancy Bay, the hatchery, a couple areas of Potato Creek, all involved in this. I think there is an area Tawcall as well. So if those are areas you're planning on fishing, definitely check that map. Make sure everything's legit. We should be all good. So that is well known. You know, it's one of those things you got to pass a bunch of big white signs as you head into those areas that say, hey, you can't be in here from November to March. So that's part of it. Tournament info. First cast, 6:45 a.m. Y'all are allowed to start casting. First launch, obviously 30 minutes before then, 6:15. Last cast, 2:45 or 2:44:59. Anything after when the clock hits 2:45 will not be accepted. Last submission, 3:45. Same thing. 3:44:59. Once it hits 3:45, the fish don't count. So keep that in mind. Weigh-in starts at 4:30 at I think it's the Weldon Auditorium, or it's Manning Junior High School. So it is 1101 WL Hamilton Road, Manning, South Carolina 29102. Also under discussion in the event. So if you'll go on Facebook and go into the event, that address is under discussion. So check out the ramp list again. Take a look at it. Remember, Bates Landing may be flooded. There's a few areas that are confined by off limits that may change your mind on whether or not you want to use that ramp. We do have a couple of rule changes this year. No more fish clips. Cannot use fish clips in this club anymore. 1/4 inch now is the deduction for open mouth, which you know how we are on open mouth. Just make sure she's shut. That's all you got to do. Just make sure you can't see no space. Make my job easy. I'll make your life easy. It's easy. Any eye damage that you have to a fish, you catch one, he's got a bum eye, he's blind in one eye, and it's the eye that faces up especially. Take a video of the release. Cover your own self so I don't have to investigate everything, and make sure you're not, dealing with dead fish. Lastly, DNR rules, keep them followed. Lights before the event whenever the sun's not up. PFD got to be on. Whole 9 yards. I beg y'all to please come to weigh in. Consider it. If you fish the tournament, I'm providing pizza, Pepsi products. We're going to be giving out awards. We've got, all the laser engraved plaques for those that finish in the top few. And we also have the Big Bass Brand Big Bass Award and a catch coin. So another thing to keep an eye out on. Please come to weigh in and come get some free stuff and get your shine. So payouts will be posted Friday at 10. I'll send out the tournament email Friday at 10. I'll be up at 6 on Saturday. If you need me, my phone number, 803-381-2833. So outside of that, I think it's going to be a fantastic event. We've already got a good turnout for the first event of the year signed up, and I'm excited for the Friday rush tomorrow. If y'all have any questions, comments in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me. Small bass is going to go to my Facebook Messenger or my cell phone. Feel free to text me the pictures. I honestly prefer them texted over Facebook Messenger. That way I can go through everything and have it all in one spot. Again, that's 803-381-2833. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions or comments in the meantime, please feel free to reach out. I'm here for any issues and to solve all of it. And I appreciate y'all coming out and watching and fishing. So we look forward to a great year 2 of the South, a great kickoff to the Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing 2024 season. Well, and that wraps up everything for me. I hope y'all have a great night. And again, reach out if anybody needs anything.